How's it going out there, esports world? Welcome once again to Boss Fight TV's The Reload. This is episode number 32. We're going to be covering everything from July 3rd through the 9th. As always, my name is Josh Engel, also known as Anti-Pro, and joined with me...
It was Mike Bisson, a.k.a. Why do I have such a tiny notebook? Look at all these notes!
You do have a really tiny notebook. I don't know how you do it. Like, I'm here, and we joke around how, like, you're, like, the old school guy with your notes and whatever, and I got my computer, and I have, like, pages and pages of stuff in, like, Notepad, like, when I'm watching tournaments, and there you are with your tiny notebook.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
I think what I'll do is I'll raffle it off once I fill everything out. Or, like, I'm going to retire it.
This is the esports notebook.
The esports Bible.
I don't even know, man.
The results from
It's like your little black book.
It is.
It is, indeed.
There's no girlfriend notebooks in there. All esports.
That's all we need, man. Esports. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and start off our episode like we always do, thanking our awesome sponsor at iHeart Esports. Go to iHeartEsports.com or at iHeart Esports on Twitter. As always, if you want to win awesome stickers from iHeart Esports, listen throughout the episode. There's going to be a code that you have to tweet to us and iHeart Esports, and you'll win some stickers. Yeah. Simple as that. Just tweet us. But... that's enough for this whole intro crap.
There's a lot to go over.
We are going to get into probably the most hype event of the year.
Ooh.
I'm going to go ahead and call it.
I like it.
It was pretty hype, I'm not going to lie. We have EVO 2012. This is, for those of you out there in the esports world who haven't been following the FGC or don't really know about the FGC, and if you don't know what FGC means... that stands for Fighting Game Community.
Fighting Game
Community. So here's the deal. You've heard us talk about all these tournaments week after week after week. We went to some of these tournaments, Power Up and CEO, UFGT8. All these tournaments feed into basically the Super Bowl of fighting games.
Super Bowl of fighting
which
games.
is EVO, which happened this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. There were thousands and thousands of people in attendance, and I'm not going to lie, the competition was fierce, it was ridiculous, and from what I saw, the crowd was going insane.
Not just the crowd there, but the crowd all over
Yes.
watching worldwide, which they were over 90,000 live viewers.
It was insane. I'm sure it was actually probably even more than that, because who knows, all I know is I had fun watching it. I got to watch a lot of the finals. I missed some of them. But let's go ahead. We're going to jump in. We're going to talk about the results for the various games. First game we're going to talk about, which is probably one of the most hyped games of the entire EVO season.
Yes.
And Road to EVO season. And that is Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012. So let's go ahead and take a look at the results for Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012.
2012.
First place, we have Western Wolves Infiltration. Second place, we have AVM, that's Aver Media Gamer B. And third place, the only hope for the foreigners, PR Balrog. Now, here's the funny thing. Normally, in the fighting game world, especially here in the United States, you'll never hear me go, the only hope for the foreigners. Normally, we talk about that when we're talking about StarCraft, which makes sense.
Yes.
So here's the funny thing. We have Infiltration, which is from Korea, which, those of you in the esports world go, oh, well, I guess he's probably good at that game,
He's
too.
probably good at StarCraft.
Yeah, I guess, whatever.
Probably.
And then you have GamerB, which is from Taiwan. All right? So the Koreans came out in full force. They won Super Street Fighter 4 AE, and they actually won, I believe, 3 more top medals. And James Chin is sitting there at the casting booth, and he's like, man, first you got to worry about these Japanese, you got Daigo and all these other people coming over here. He goes, we were going after the wrong Asians. Where did these Koreans come from? I don't even know. But I'm just going to say, this is actually the first time that the big Korean crowd has come out to EVO. Mm-hmm. So does that mean in the future more? They're going to come out to more events? Who knows? All I have to say is before all you esports people jump on this and go, oh, yeah, the Koreans taking over fighting game community, this isn't StarCraft 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of really, really talented people here in the United States. There's a lot of really, really talented people across the world. That's what's really cool about the fighting game. You know, you look at the United States and you got people like Dominion, you got Yipes, and then you look over, you got Mexico, you got Bala. Like, come on, man. So, but I digress. The people who should have won, I believe, won, judging by their performance throughout the weekend. So, sorry for going off on a tangent. I apologize. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 results here, which is the second, if not, I would almost say equal hype as Super Street Fighter 4. Do you have something to say?
Yeah.
All right,
You're
go.
good.
What do you got?
No, go.
No.
You're good.
Nope.
No, you got it. You go.
No, it's your
Go.
turn.
I'll
Nope.
mention it after the results.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Here we go. Top 3. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We got Filipino Champ at number 1. Infrit number 2, and New York's Chris G at number 3. And I do have to say, I was fearing for Filipino Champ when he jumped into that final match, and it came down to the wire. It was good stuff. What'd you have to say, Mike?
I was going to say that we talk about the progression of Street Fighter 4 as a global game. We see all these international competitors come out. First off, this is the first time at EVO that we've never seen an American in the grand finals. So that speaks more about the multitude, how far the game has gone, but more so Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We actually seen a variety of different teams. We actually seen Infront, who, I mean, kind of came out of nowhere.
Yes, that was everyone the whole time they were talking about.
Yes.
Like, wait, what?
But more so, I think more impressive, there were a few MODOK teams.
I know.
Trying to counterbalance the bullet hell. They're like, I'm up here. Bullet
Dude,
hell,
there were
no.
some games where Chris G was like, you know what? I'm not even going to play Morgan.
He reverted, he reverted back to his Akuma and Ryu, and I think he even played Wesker. Yeah.
Kicking it old school, man.
I do want to say, though, and Josh, I think you can back me up on this, that I had mentioned in private circles, and that's why I don't want to boast so much, but I declared Filipino Champ taking it all before it started.
I don't remember you saying that.
Phoenix play was really good. I won't talk anymore about that. But you want to talk about hype? How about that KOF?
First off, not that I'm dissing anybody here or whatever, but a lot of people out there have been looking at King of Fighters in the sense of esports. And you have Major League Gaming doing King of Fighters, and they can't fill their brackets up or whatever. And a lot of people in the esports world are like, oh, well, fighting games, this is kind of lame. Like, not a lot of people came out, not really hype, whatever. Yo, go watch those replays. That's all I got to say. The finals with Bala and Mad KOF were probably the most ridiculous hype matches like I have ever seen in KOF. I do have to say, I haven't watched a lot of KOF. It's definitely not my game, and sometimes I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. But it was awesome.
It was really good.
It was awesome.
I would say that it's the best series that I've seen all year.
It was like, I don't even know. Like there were such great moments of like emotion and calculation, especially like Bala, where he's kind of like that Mount Everest that like no one can ever defeat, and you could see in his eyes that he was worried that he wasn't going to take it. And, he was calculating, like, how do I beat this team in front of me or whatever. But so let's go ahead and take a look at the results here. Unfortunately, you see Bala fell to Mad KOF from Cafe ID, which got first place. And then Verna, another friend of Mad KOF, got third place, which there were actually a lot of Koreans in the top tier of KOF here at this tournament.
I do want to give a big shout out to Mad KOF, though, because he came out of the losers bracket.
Yes, it was insane.
He beat Bala not once, but twice in that
crazy.
series.
I wouldn't say sweeping.
No.
It was
close.
It was close, but I mean, he still won though.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress.
Mike,
take it on home. What else we got?
Shifted in gears now. We have Mortal Kombat 9, which again was kind of a toss-up. MLG has been doing a lot with Mortal Kombat this year. Obviously, the road to EVO, we've seen a lot going on. Let's get into the results right now. First place, retaining his EVO title, Empire Arcadius Perfect Legend. In second place, we have VVV Gaming CD Jr. And in third place, a guy who absolutely deserves it. Pig of the hunt. He's been doing work all this year. So shout outs to all of those guys. Again, MK9 might be on its last legs, but at least at EVO, it was a good send-off, if nothing else. I'm sure we'll still see a lot of the Mortal Kombat community. And we actually seen NetherRealm's new game, which is like DC characters and things like that.
Right.
They're kind of showing off. So we may see a momentum shift, but there's good stuff there. Going on now, Soul Calibur 5. Let's get into the results. First place, we have Shining Decupon. I said that really weird. I had an underscore.
I would say
Decupon.
Shining Decupon.
Decupon. I said
Something like
Decupon. I had an underscore.
Going shopping?
Yeah, I turned into, yeah. Well, he cashed in his coupon to take first place.
Anyways.
Anyway, moving on along. Second place, Shin-Chan. It's actually a cartoon I really
Shin-Chan.
like. You ever see Shin-Chan?
Nope.
No? Not Shin-Chan? Okay. And in third place, we have something unique. I'm not going to stumble on that one. Good stuff to all those guys. On to the EVO staple that everybody's been waiting and questioning for. Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2v2 mode.
The evil staple.
The evil staple.
I don't think so.
They were really, everybody's curious how the team was going to work. Anyway, results.
No one cared.
First place, we have Team Western Wolves, which is the combination of Infiltration and Laugh, who has taken a couple of titles themselves in this team format. Second place, we have Team FGTV, which was Ricky Ortiz and PR Balrog. And in third place, we have the combination Team Mad Cats and Razor, which featured Taquito and Fudo. So good stuff to those guys. A lot of people are now praising because Street Fighter Cross Tekken is dead and they won't have to play it anymore. I
didn't necessarily hate that game. I thought it was all right.
All right. Maybe we'll make a
just
team.
me.
We'll make a team for next year. We'll do it. Yeah.
We got to beat those Koreans, guys.
Yeah. We got a lot of practice. Moving on along now, going forward in the Street Fighter Super Turbo 2. This was the Tournament of Legends. This was the tournament we've talked about many times here, where people are actually qualifying. There were only so many spots to get in. Let's get into results for that. In first place, we have Mao. Second place, we have Kuzumoto. And in third place, we have Afro Legends coming out from SorCal. Very good stuff. Next, we have Skullgirls. Again, maybe not an official EVO game, but had a very large presence at EVO 2012. In first place, we have DotA. In second place, we have Rylander. And in third place, we have J.M. Crofts. Very good stuff. And very, very last, but certainly not least, last but certainly not yeast. You ever hear that? It's a baking term.
No.
Last but not yeast. Anyway, Sega came out with Virtua Fighter 5. Showing the community a lot of support. In first place, we have Fudo. And in second place, we have Shiro Own Yuko. And in third place, we have It's Tabasi Zangief. Zangief. Very good stuff. Once again, EVO 2012. There was a lot of hype building around it because there was practically an event every weekend.
It's good stuff.
So, as always, EVO is one of those tournament staples you have to watch out for, anticipate every year. So, we're excited to see what announcements are coming forward with 2013. Of course, there are still a lot of other fighting game majors to look forward to, but now that EVO is done, there are a lot of people that are going to take some deep breaths and sit back and just
chill out, man.
Chill out.
You know?
So,
but I have the code for this week.
go for it.
If you want
Is it
some
wrong
stickers from
Asians?
iHeart, no.
Hashtag wrong
If
Asians.
you want some stickers from iHeart Esports, hashtag Evo Hype.
Evo hype. I
Evo
like it.
Hype.
I can do that.
And you need to mention at Boss Fight TV and iHeart Esports, as well as follow us, and you win yourself some stickers. Boom.
Very
Simple as
nice.
that.
It's almost sad now.
I know.
Evo's done.
It's like we don't got anything else to do, man.
All right,
And there's
well,
more.
let's
fighting
talk about
stuff
more
coming out.
Koreans.
Let's talk. Yeah, man. Let's talk about StarCraft 2. Koreans all day, every day.
Yeah.
We have the Home Story Cup, number 5. You know, if you remember last week, we talked a little bit about, you know, how awesome this tournament is, how it's more of like an experience than it is a tournament. All the players go, they live in the same house for like a week almost. They play together, they mess around, they play cards, they gamble, they watch movies, whatever. It's crazy. It's awesome.
Very casual atmosphere.
Right. And if you've never seen it, I seriously suggest you go back and take a look at some of the VODs because it is really awesome.
Did they do those day recap videos again? I didn't see any
I don't
of
think
those.
they did. They might be working on a final one. I don't know. But let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at how everyone did. I have the final bracket up there for the playoffs. So here we go. The people who made it out. We got Sleep, Yanghua, Slivko, Golden, Hasuabs, Nurchio, MC, and Rhett. They all made it out of the second group stage. There were 2 full sets of group stages. at this Home Story Cup. And then we got Younghwa, Golden, Nurchio, and MC moving on to the semifinals. And then in the finals, we have Younghwa and Nurchio. Nurchio took it 4-1, which is a pretty crazy win there for him. Only getting one game taken away from him. And then third place match, MC shut out Golden, which isn't on the graphic there. So MC, third place, Golden, fourth place, and so on. So you see the results up there. It was a great tournament, great experience, if I do say so. But it's really cool. Go back, watch some of the matches. There are some really cool things going on there. The next thing we have is our good fallback. We get the GSL, which is pretty much always going on. There's not very much downtime in the GSL. We're going to talk about Code S. Let's take a look at the results. We're still in the round of 16. We have Group C. The top two players, we have Bun and Naniwa taking the top two spots, with Genius and Keen moving down to Code A. And then in Group D, Donregu and Nesty taking the number 1 and 2 spots, with Supernova and Rung moving down to Code A. And then right before we move on to the next part, let's talk about the GSTL. We have Slayers EG over Prime 5-1 and FXO 5-3 over Startail. So good job to those teams. Moving right along, we have the IPL Team Arena. Let's take a look at the results of what's going on there. We are in the losers round 3. We have Acer winning 5-1 over ATN Type. We have Kront 3, 5-2 over Empire. FXO Korea 5-3 over Complexity. And then we have Evil Geniuses 5-2 over Dignitas. And before we end our StarCraft 2 news for this week, there are 2 World Championship events that I want to go over really quick. First one, we have France, which, who do you think won France, Mike?
I don't know.
Maybe Stefano?
Stefano?
Yeah, man, it was Stefano.
Isn't that guy American now?
I don't know, guy. I heard he went hard in the paint at a party.
That's old.
I mean, every party. Anyway, so good job to Stefano. And then we also have Argentina, which I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his name, and I feel like a jerk, but it's Capoc or Capoch, something like that.
At least you didn't say coupon.
I didn't call him coupon.
I had it.
Okay. So good job to those 2 players. They have secured themselves a place in the World Championships and the Blizzard World Championships Tour, which is going on. So good stuff all the way around.
All the way around.
Going forward, we also have some Dota 2 action, which we haven't talked about in a while. Our good buddy Too Good in the Too Good studio ran an invitational tournament, which was full of fun, excitement, and whiskey. So let's go ahead and take a look at the results there. We have Potom Bottom. That's an interesting team name.
Yes, Potom Bottom?
Potom Bottom.
Yes.
I like it. Then we have Quantic Gaming second place, and then third place there wasn't a match, so Absolute Legends and Copenhagen Wolves are sharing the third place. So they like to share. They like to share their toys. They like to share their games. They like to share the pizza.
You know what was really good about this one, too?
What's up?
There were only 4 invited teams. So
Easier
nobody
to follow.
got lower than third place. You're like, yeah, you can
So
put that
yeah,
down.
we lost round 1. Third
Put that on our wiki.
place.
Our team
That's like
wiki.
me when I played in Power Up and I lost and I was in the semifinal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. So on another track of things that we actually haven't talked about in a while either, we have some Modern Warfare 3 action.
Yes, the fine folks over at the Cyber Sports Network this past weekend it was called a Get Sponsored Cup, in which they partnered with Gamer Saloon, which actually provided some monetary some prizes for the tournament, as well as Dangerous Dad Gaming. Have you heard of them?
No,
DDG.
I haven't.
You done with DDG? Yeah, you know me. That's a 90s.
That sounds like Angry Dad from
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
But anyway, actually kind of the first of its kind. I know there have been like sponsor tournaments before, tournaments where you would maybe win like entry to like an MLG, things like that. But this is the first time that I'd kind of really seen an event such as this. 32 teams were available to sign up, and they had 29. So a very good show out indeed. Let's get right into the results for that. In first place, we have Team Anxiety. And in second place, we have Risk. And in third place, I'm going to call them Tie.
I believe that's what it stands
T1E,
for. T1E.
but I'm
There's
sure
elite
there's
kids out there.
Oh, jeez.
It could be T1E, you know. I don't even know.
T1E?
T1E?
I don't know. That doesn't sound funny enough when you
know.
say it like that. I don't know. But anyway, as far as Modern Warfare 3 goes,
It's kind of floating around.
it's still floating
I don't know.
around. Black Ops 2 is still on the road. We're waiting to see how that comes out, but Good stuff to Cybersports Network, everyone who competed, and let's get more Call of Duty action.
Indeed.
First-person shooters all the way around.
Yeah. You know what I want to see? I want to see some more Halo. That's what I want to see.
I'm cool
just
with Halo.
saying, man.
I'll have to wait and see about that.
But anyways, we actually don't have any random miscellaneous. Normally, each week, you know, like I'll have a little thing where I just put little tidbits in my notes and stuff like that, and Mike does too. But we've been really busy this week, especially with Home Story Cup, which started like on Wednesday, and then we had Evo, and there was all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So we do want to thank you guys for watching. As always, if you're out there and you like esports and you want to help out, make sure you contact us. We would love to have any help out there. You know, whether it's doing tournament coverage or, you know, doing live streaming stuff or anything. If you're out there and you want to help, let us know. But as always, we want to thank you for watching. My name is Josh Engel, also known as Antipro, signing off.
Alongside Mohawk Mike, a.k.a. Whoa, that was weird.
Mohawk Mike, a.k.a.
Mike Bisson, a.k.a. Mohawk Mike. As always, thanking you for supporting esports, whatever capacity you do. As always, thank you for considering. Evo wiped me out. It's been a long weekend. Let's just high five and get this one done. Whoa!